Well, hello there. Good evening, everyone. I want to wish everyone a very, very happy Friday, Sunday here on February. And, it's we're winding down just a very, very busy month, I mean, I'm sure for all of us, we have so many things unexpected right now. And I've been looking forward to this. This has been I'm trying to do one a month, at least YouTube, with a live stream here. And I want to welcome you all here. Let's see who I got in. Let's see here. We got. Okay, great. Okay, what I'd like anyone to do, if you could please chime in, let me know how the volume is. Of course, when you start live streaming like this, we always have that the unknown of if anything's feeding back or with the sound. But hopefully I get it all dialed in. I'm using the same settings I had in the last live stream. This is kind of a special show I got here going in right now. I have, it's songs of love. And if you look as being a jazz pianist, a lot of the material we play, it's all about emotion, about love and feelings, and whether it be some, dark moments or happy moments or sad and loving moments. So again, we're going to be looking at some repertoire here. And I had a hard time making this list up because it was just so many that have love in the title. So all of these have love in the title, and I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be really kind of cool. It's a lot of fun to be home, sitting at my own piano, and I'm really pretty comfortable. I mean, this has been number 35, believe it or not. It's like it's a really hard time, and I'm kind of hopeful because what I'm going to share a little bit here is a little bit about the stuff going forward now with our with all our gigs potentially opening up again and performing out live. And I still hope to continually be doing the live streams as well. See, we get in here. Okay, I see Nabilia and Jean, love to you guys, and Ben, great seeing you all, and Mike Dusnap and Nora and the Jazz Guru is in, Len Whitmore, So again, thank you for joining me today, and we're going to get right to playing. Before we start though, I want to highlight the trio you heard in the very beginning. It was a very, very special trio I had an opportunity to play with out in California. I've been very blessed to meet so many fine musicians in my career, from Boston to Arizona, just loaded with great players and dear friends here, and out in California as well. So I had, that was Sinclair Lott just came in, and yeah, man. Yeah, it definitely, Sinclair was a drummer. He just chimed in on the chat here, and he's the drummer. Great, great drummer, real close friend, and missed playing with him. And we had the great Roger Shew with us, so it was a very highlight of my career to even be associated and know Roger and have the opportunity to play with him. We lost him a few years ago, and it was a very sad time. It hit me really close, because it was, it was a very special trio, and we had a lot of fun. Every gig was just the right vibe and everything. So I'm very pleased to say that I have a lot of that saved in memorabilia, and I can share it and just cherish it, But we're going to go on. The first one is I wrote down when they were written, and they're all, of course, they're all still younger than me. Well, not really. Actually, there's one on the list that isn't, or two actually. But the very first one is. It's called Love Me or Leave Me, 1955. It's really a cool tune. It's written by Daniel Fuchs and Isabel Lennart. And it's kind of a cool tune, and the lyrics are really, really intense, It's, and it really tells a story in it. So I'm going to play it a little bit more on the bluesy side, as it can, some people play it up-tempo. We're going to try it here a little bit more laid back, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, here we go. Love Me or Leave Me. Very, very cool tune to play, a lot of fun. And, you know, you got to check out the vocal versions of this. This is just such a good tune, such a fun tune to play. I'm digging kind of deep, you know. This is, again, you know, that's a tune I haven't played in a long time. And I have some others in here. Some of them are real common, I have chosen for tonight, but there's a couple, and this is one of them. But the other one, and Lenny Whitmore will know it, my jazz guru that's in here. See, we got David Devine, great seeing you, David and Susan, and Albert Lamb. It's really nice to see everyone taking some time on their Sunday night to chime in. This is kind of like what we're doing. Seema's over there with the candles on and having a glass of wine, and I've got my water here, and I have a cold old Duels waiting for me afterwards. And we sit around and we, you know, this is what we're doing, and you know, things are opening up around here right now, so it's encouraging for us all players and us to get out there. So we have a lot of hope, you know. So, but anyway, I really appreciate everyone taking the time to come over to YouTube. And again, I'm using this platform as my means to, because at least from what I understand, is that on YouTube the resolution is even higher, and I've had such good luck with the streaming quality and the resolution and the audio fidelity here. So so I'm really kind of excited about, you know, the old saying, you don't change something that's working. So this seems to be working. So I'm not going to change it too much, you know. This next tune is another beautiful tune. It's written by 1953 Guy Wood and Robert Mellon. And this is, again, after having Valentine's Day just not that far long ago, you know, far back. And it's kind of reminiscent because we're, you know, this is another love song. It's My One and Only Love. Hope you enjoy. My one and only love. Always lose my voice. You know, it's like, it's like the old Errol Garner thing. For those that might not know Errol Garner, he was one of my favorite players, and he hums when he plays. So now that I know that I do this, and it's something that it's it always happens. I always lose my voice. When do I get through a gig and I can't talk, So anyway, I want to, again, say hi to everyone in here. I see, oh, Charlie's in. Okay, good seeing you, Charlie. And yeah, and then Leonard Whitmore, he's a good friend from New Hampshire. He used to play those Sunday brunches up in Jackson, New Hampshire, in Eagle Mountain House, and just beautiful, 85-room, picturesque resort, and I'd play these Sunday brunches there, and I remember the days taking all my kids. They were all little, they were, we live in a ski town, a few hours out of Boston, and so all my kids would go with Dad to brunch. So I'd play these gigs, and they'd go through and they'd have filet mignon and lobster and lobster omelets and all kinds of fancy stuff. My kids would just have waffles with whipped cream and more whipped cream. And they'd run around the hotel and have fun while I do my gig. And so that was kind of the memories that they had, growing up being a pianist, for a dad, having a pianist for a dad. So it was kind of cool. We still talk about it to this day, and they still remember it. So, and I surely remember it too. Let's see, we got in here again. I want to make sure. Looks like the sound is coming through okay. Good. It's one of those things when you're live streaming, you're at the mercy of the internet, and you never know. But it's like seems to be going good. I have some things here. I want to share with you right now, and let me dig it out. Let me see what I got here. I have something really cool. These are it's some memorabilia that I have that I really want to bring to your attention here. I went through my gig folders and things, and I thought you'd enjoy seeing this. Hold on, let me get it. Gotta get out. It's okay. Here we go. So we have right now. I have this going into my. Okay, so I'm in here, so I could show you a little bit of some of my memorabilia here. This right here was taken on my last gig last March, and this is with the great Jerry Donato, and he was with the Tommy Dorsey band. Great guy, great tenor player, and so we had that last gig. It's hard to believe it's coming up in a year since this whole thing started, but we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So that's me and Jerry right up the street here at Keela's Steakhouse in Carefree, an outside patio gig we did, and we never thought the next day they announced everything shutting down. So here I am reading a chart over at Costa Mesa Recording Studio in California for a singer, and I couldn't see, so I borrowed someone's glasses. It might have been Seema's glasses or someone's glasses. So I had these glasses on so I can read the chart, but. Those are the days being in the studio, and I'm looking forward to getting back again and doing some more recording and doing some things. So there's me with my Boston, championship hat, and there's me and Chris Stewart, my good friend, great talent, superb person, just great guy, very close friend. This is the Mayo Clinic. Him and his scrubs. He's a ER doctor, and he's also a world-class musician, and I actually recorded with him on a Phoenix. It's called the Phoenix, a tribute to Cannonball Adderley. I was on a sextet with him and Lucas Pino, Don Moyo, Chris Finet, great players. Here I am at the Nash Jazz Club here in Phoenix with the great Don Moyo and Bob Lager. These are the guys, man. I tell people, I think I even said on the end of this tune, I said, it's like getting a good massage while you're playing, just like these guys really know how to lay it down. And you'll see some of this on my YouTube channel with these guys. Great friends and just always a fun time playing. And this bass player, Bob, can play anything, any key, just follows you. It's wonderful. And here I am. Before or after the gig, jazz happens here. There's a great spot here right in Arizona where they feature all jazz artists. Here I am doing a commercial for the Earthworks microphone, and there's the microphone inside the piano, and I happen to recall this because this happened in February. I pulled this picture, February, several years ago, and it was at Costa Mesa Recording Studio, and this film crew was wonderful. They were from Hollywood. And then here I am. This brought up another really interesting thing. This is the old Nello's restaurant. There's my friend Neil May here. He was a student of mine, and we became really close friends. And there I am up there with a mustache from sitting in my White Mountain Hotel days out in New Hampshire. But we came up with an idea of starting jazz at a pizza place every Tuesday and rotating musicians. And it was really great because we had the great piano players. It was only trio gigs, piano trio gigs. We had all great people there. So even on here, so it was definitely, we talked about it, and it got into the best place to hear jazz, and #1 in Scottsdale. So it lasted for 2 years. I'd give myself one Tuesday a month, and I'd book all the other piano players, all the great players in Arizona. So it was a fun gig, and I used different rhythm section guys. Here I am with John Lewis on drums, and Mario Mendevel. These are just wonderful players and great guys. And there I am with a mustache. It's been about 11 years. I let it go, you know. And things you do when you're getting older. You do everything you can to try to, you know, curb it. And here I am again with Dom and Bob at Nello's on the Nello's gig. It was a real casual kind of scene. It was a fun one. We'd pack the place. Here I am with the Paradise Valley College faculty band, and the top here is, on the left we have Scott Zimmer and Brett Reed in the back and myself, and then John Lewis and Ted Sistrunk. Great guy. This is us in the green room before we went out and did one of the tributes. We used to do tributes to, you know, all the greats, you know, so it was fun. And here we are after the show, saying hi to everyone, and a lot of fun. What memories, man, you know, it's pretty wild. Here I am with Roger. There's Sinclair. There's us at our gig over in, we used to do a thing at the Keyboard Concepts Performance Center there. It was really wonderful. And here I am So there you have it. That was a little bit of some memorabilia for this lesson. I always like to try to put something out there from my career, you know, because I've lived a really full career in music, and it's been great. You know, I've been very blessed, you know, and I feel what a cool place to kind of share this right now. You know what I mean? It's like we have the ability to kind of, I can't show people these pictures if I'm playing a piano bar or a kind of a gig kind of thing out. So this is enabling me to do that and tell some stories and tell some history about what's going on. This next tune I want to play is another love song, of course, and by Joe Beam. It's called Once I Loved, and I'm sure a lot of you will recognize this one. It's a really great one. Okay, here we go. Once I Loved. Great tune by Joe Beam. And again, it's just one of those kind of things, you know, you play it, the more you play jazz music too, and for those that might not be that seasoned of listeners, you know, it's such an inventive kind of art form. So every time you pass through it, it's like a different experience. I tell all my students this, when they're playing gigs, you know, I often recall, you know, when I was studying, I used to, you know, really diligently. I remember Harvey Diamond had me play a tune for an hour and just play it and try to create on it and do different things. And, you know, it's like you use the whole piano and you really walk around, you know, and you get more and more creative on the instrument. And that's where it really starts shining when you get to a gig, you know, because you're playing a lot of times, you might get requests for the same tunes frequently. And to keep it fresh and exciting, you always have the opportunity to create it and just tell a different story in it. So it's really a lot of fun. This next tune, let's see who we got in here. Let's see, we got oh, Daniel's in. Good seeing you, Daniel. He's all the way from Hawaii. Good seeing you. And it's definitely fun to see some students in here, and it's often, you know, here's the other thing too, because a lot of you might not know this, but I teach by correspondence, and it's something I developed back in 1989. I was one of the first in the world to do a video correspondence, and I've been doing it ever since, and it's been a wonderful form of teaching for me, because I'm able to reach people afar, and in the process, I also do, they're very personal lessons. It's so different than what people would, I'm doing it different than anyone else is doing it right now. So they're all done with videos come in from my students of them playing. I take time, listen to all their videos, take my notes, do a critique video for them. Then I go into my library, they get all the videos and the PDFs. It's a really powerful system. And how great is this to be able to have students from all over the world, you know, and be able to connect with them this way. It's just really cool. And now, you know, unless they lived in Arizona, that they wouldn't see me playing at the resorts and the different gigs I'm playing around town or the jazz clubs. So now you can do it right from the house. So it makes it really cool, real relaxing, very chill. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's going to let you know when the next ones are coming. So. And again, I still will promote it on all my, you know, other social media platforms and things too for you. So, so anyway, this next tune, and Lenny Whitmore will know this. It's an old one. Let's see, when was it written? 1930, by George and Ira Gershwin, and it's one I haven't played in a long, long time. It's called "Love Walked In." Okay, let's check it out. Love Walked In. Old tune, really old tune, really a lot of fun to play. Again, I haven't played it in a long time. Let's see, we got in here. We got the. Again, thank you all for coming in and taking the time, and especially it brings back some memories to my days when I was studying. I see a lot of students here, so it's really kind of a great thing because it's a lot of the stuff we're studying, they can see it right here, and they see it at the higher levels being played, so it kind of, not only for the inspiration, man, it's one of those kind of things. I see Jim Avakian just come and see, I'm multitasking. I can kind of like see who just walked into the piano bar. And it does feel like that kind of vibe here, because, I have the, it's so relaxing, and I wish every gig was like this, so you get a chance to kind of just, play a good piano, number one, but it's, we're not always that fortunate. But it's really nice for students to be able to see and look in and say, hey, I see those chromatic approaches, I see that intertonal movement, I see using the whole piano, that whole thing, and it's really great. See David here from Arizona, yeah. And I have a great memory playing a party at David's house. It was he is a beautiful Steinway piano, Steinway D, and it was like, it's like you wish all the gigs were that. You walk into this piano and it's like, wow, it's like a race car driver walking in and trying out the latest and greatest new Ferrari. So it was still those are the ones that stick out in your head. They're really fun. And every piano is different, as you know, as you'll soon to find out when you start playing a lot. This next tune is written in 1941. And Jimmy Davis and Roger Remeries and James Sherman, and it's a fun one to play. It's called Lover Man. Lover Man, yeah, just a fun tune, and again, always a fun one to play. And that's one Chris Stewart used to always call, and really, really fun. And thank you, Lenny. And again, thank you all for coming in, and I will make sure I reply to each and every one of you at some point. You know, I know this is one of those kind of things that, you know, it's hard to say how many people come into the YouTube. And the great thing about the YouTube is we're in here, and this is being recorded, so it will be saved on my playlist on my YouTube channel. So then it's open to the public, so people can still see this whole show after the live situation. So if you want to see any of the old ones, some of the old ones are really cool. They're really some really fun stuff. And I try to do different tunes every single show. So it's like 35 hours of solo piano playing, or even then some. So it's like it's definitely you know, a lot of tunes, and I think you'll find it pretty entertaining. I tell stories on each one, as everyone has a certain piece of memorabilia, and each one is also indexed in such a way that that you can actually access if you want to go right in and see "Love Me or Leave Me," and you can see exactly on the, you know, and you just click it on the description. It'll take you right to the tune, so you can kind of explore some favorite tunes and things. And some people have also asked about donations and such of that thing. It's really not necessary. I do this. This is what I do in my house every night anyway. And but you know, it surely is always appreciated. It'll be in the description on my YouTube videos. I have basically you know, Venmo, PayPal, ZELLE, that kind of thing. You know, so if anyone wants to make any contribution, I surely appreciate it, you know, but it's really not necessary. It's just, it's one of those kind of things when you're, you know, home alone, you get a chance to see what I do when I'm here alone at night on a Sunday night, and, you know, I play the piano, you know, and it's, and I'm just fortunate enough to have a good crowd sitting around the piano hanging out, so here you are. So we're going to continue now with, let's see what I got here. This is pretty wild. I'm going to do something here. We just lost someone very, very dear to the music world, and a huge inspiration to me, because I was, you know, in my teens, listening to the great Chick Corea, and when I heard about his passing, and I saw him so active right up to his day, and this is something I want to share with you and show you. This was on my here was on my, I put a post up recently, and these are some of the albums that I used to listen to when I was a kid, you know, and it was like, and he was such an influence. This one here in the middle, the Light as a Feather, it was like, I remember hearing that thing, and it was just so compelling. I was like, I swear a lot of this stuff was instrumental in me going on and being a jazz musician, because this particular tune that I want to play in memory of him, is taken from this album. It's called Crystal Silence, with Chick Corea and Gary Burton, and it was released in 1972, recorded in 1972. And I remember it. So I was like 16 years old, man, and I was like, I had this thing on. I was like, wow, this is really cool. This is really cool. And I remembered hearing this, and he's written, of course, so many great tunes. Spain and all those, you know, all those great ones, 500 Miles High, and, you know, Senor Mouse, and, you know, it goes on and on and on and on. He's just a legend, and he's going to be, you know, his legacy will carry on eternally. And I remember when I was doing the, okay, I can take you back. I'm looking at my head here. I still see my head, but I got my screenshot here. But anyway, I remember back when I did that faculty band I showed you earlier in the picture. It was a great band. It was a really great band, and we had to play every year. We did 2 big concerts in the performance hall, and they had tickets, and they filmed for cable television and everything. And this one we did. I remember doing Chick Corea, and the my Facebook picture where you see the grand piano, the Steinway D, and the Fender Rhodes was taken at that show when we recorded a Chick Corea tribute. And we did Spain, and we did all those wild tunes, you know, and the band was killing it. It was really a great band, and we did that Coltrane, we did, you know, Cal Tjader, you know, we did them all. Miles Davis, we did all tributes to everyone, you know, and I think it could still be found in the Paradise Valley Community College library, And it went on for years. So that was really a very, very special highlight of my life. But anyway, I haven't played this tune in years. I mean, I'm talking years. But it's for some reason when I think of him, I remember this tune. And it was like, and it just was like, I used to sit there and just listen to this because it just vibes in piano. And it just, and a lot of it feels very much out of time and things. So this was written by Chick and Chick Corea, and it was released in 1973. But it was recorded in 72, and hope you enjoy this. This is Crystal Silence, and here we go. Crystal Silence. I mean, it's worth hearing if you get a chance to ever hear that recording with the great Gary Burton on it as well. It's just, oh my God, it's just such a wonderful, wonderful composition. And it's, you know, it's one of those things. If you get involved with this and you really start, you know, getting into his music, this is kind of a tough one to play, man, because it's like it takes you all over the place. It's really, and the chord changes are kind of different and everything. So it was always, you know, it's a pleasure to share it with you tonight. I'm going to play another one for you now. It's it's a common one, and a lot of great players have played this tune. It's written, let's see, I have it written as 1944 by Jimmy Van Heusen and Johnny Burke. Another love song. Again, all these love songs, it's like someone in love. Okay, here we go. Like someone in love. Again, another great, great one. I want to share something really special with you tonight, and this is it really hits me when I think about what we've been through as a world, you know. And this is the wildest thing is, you know, I think I look back and, you know, I had some traveling planned. I was going to go to Italy and do some playing, and everything got postponed. And more importantly, I was going to go see my mom. And, you know, it's been very trying time for everyone, you know, and you know, so this has been, some good things have come from it though, you know, and number one, this is part of it. This is really something that for me, I feel really blessed to be able to reconnect with a lot of people that I have not, you know, I've lost contact with, and because of these live streams, I have reconnected with old students that I had 30, 40 years ago that are now studying with me. And for anyone interested in doing any studying, by the way, just hit me up privately, you know, and on a message, and I'll be more than happy to give you a Zoom hang here. We'll just talk about it. I can tell you how it works and how to assess your playing and assess your goals, and also keep that in mind, okay? But anyway, this is, it's been a very trying time for all of us. So fortunately, I've been very busy teaching, and I've been able to ride it out. But what has come from this? Let me share something with you right now. This is pretty cool. Coming back over here to my, let's see, we have, okay, this is cool. All right. Here we go. This is the great Ed Saindon, who was just a wonderful, wonderful vibes player. He's been at Berklee College of Music for going on 45 years. We became very, very close friends through this, through the social media of all places, you know. I didn't get a chance to meet Ed back in the day when I was in Boston playing a lot, but of course I heard of him. We were both around Berklee at the same time. He was ahead of me, I think in '72. I was there in '75. But we become, and we sharing each other's music and all, and he's playing a lot of my originals, and I'm playing some of his. And here we are doing a Zoom thing recently. We just connected, we talked about music, and we talked about, and I'm writing some more books, and he's sharing his book ideas, and here we are having some fun on the Zoom. And here we are, he's showing me his books. He's got his books published all over the world, and he's showing me how his indexes are set up and how he's doing things. It's just really great. I was sharing each other's, you know, work of art here. Showing him some of my students would recognize this. This is my frame studies where I playing giant steps through, you know, the frames in the right hand. So he's kind of getting a chuckle out of that. He does the same thing without the cards, but he thought the cards were really cool. So with that said, this is he had written a piece of music that I want to share with you as a departing note, and I want you to, if you can find it within yourself, I think it would be the best 5 minutes you'll spend in a long time. This is an incredible tune that he wrote called Humanity. I've shared it with some of my students that are studying with me. I have a chance, and it's an amazing piece of music. I have myself playing it here, and of course giving recognition and tribute to the great Ed Saindon. So I want to leave you with that, and I hope you enjoy it. It's Humanity, and check out his work, and again, thank you for joining me here, and I look forward to catching the next live stream. I'll surely be letting people know. Most importantly, check in with my YouTube channel, and make sure you're subscribed, and I'll surely let you know as the next one comes up, likely the end of March. Sometime we'll be seeing you again. In the meantime, everyone have a blessed week ahead, and just weeks ahead, and just we'll get through this year, and we'll all see each other again soon. You know, we'll be traveling again, and as the world opens up. But again, I see, before I leave, Bijan Dakabi, my buddy from, I want to say again, Dave Landoni, great bass player, man, you know, and fellow cycler, you know, so he knows I'm into road biking, so we share that passion. It's great to see Dave in here, and Bijan Dakabi, wonderful, wonderful cat. He did the New Year's gig with me. If you haven't checked out this kid playing, he started at 16 years old, and he switched to piano. He was a savant kind of classical player, getting really great in recognition. Heard me playing it with my trio in California, and he like 3 months later he came in playing a whole Kenny Barron solo from memory. It's like, what is going on here? So anyway, I knew he had a brilliant future, same age as my son, and we became good friends. And it's like, and he did the New Year's gig with me. So he played, he studied with Fred Hirsch and Phil Markowitz, all these great players, and so he's you're going to see a lot with this kid. Mel comes in from Texas. He finally got his power on, you know. It's wild. But anyway, thank you all again for being part of this, and I want to make sure I leave you right now with this this cut of humanity from Ed Saindon, and enjoy it. It's really, really, really special piece of music. Okay, so until next time, I want to wish everyone good night, and we'll catch you soon. Okay, again, God bless you all. Good night.